Hey, this is everything you need to know about the new ROAD HOG rework. By no means am I a pro player or even know a lot about this game. I know some, so keep that in mind when you're listening to my opinions and thoughts about his rework. I also never mained ROAD HOG, like ever, but we are going to get into some games. So some things to note about his gun is it's very different in the way it shoots. I don't have any gameplay of how it used to shoot, but it used to just shoot out a bunch of scraps. Now it shoots out 3 big scraps and like 16 little scraps around the edges. So you can kind of see when they go off in the distance. You got those 3 in the middle, and then all the 16 scraps around the edge. Now that kind of makes it so if you're up really close against somebody, like let's just say one of these bots, and you're able to get all 3 of those big scraps, that's going to do like a lot of damage there. I'm curious to test if he could maybe one-shot some characters if he's up close enough. Alright, let's just go with the squishy tracer. So if I'm right up close, yes. So let's see how far I can get back. So that was like right up against the podium. Kills her, I'll take 1 step back. Kills her, another step. Ooh, alright. And if I'm able to get all 3 of those on her, yeah, I dropped it. His goal also stayed the same, so there's like no change to this. It's still the freaking massacring open fire. Just, yeah, I still think this thing's broken. He's annoying. This is what I kind of honestly, before I made this, I knew that this would be hard for me to do because I hate ROAD HOG. Genuinely, I just hate him. There's nothing I like about him. He's a fat, old dude. I don't know any about his lore or nothing, but look, he's just a fat dude who's like on whatever crack or something that is. That looks like it could be, what are you doing here? But yeah, so I'm by no means ROAD HOG main or ever will or have been. His other new ability, the pig pin. Pretty much like what I was kind of thinking of when I first saw them release this was like Junkrat's trap, but it doesn't seem to work anything like Junkrat's trap. So if I throw this thing down, bang, he gets zapped. That actually does a lot. And then bang, 1 hit. I think if I'm able to, let's see here. Man, in Training Ground, they should have the ability to refresh instantly. But, is this gonna break when no? So I think this can stay down. So I grapple him in, bang, he gets zapped, and then I hit him. Now I don't know who all this would work for. So if I see a little squishy tracer, I can throw this down, grab her in. Oh! So I can't be on the trap because she won't come close enough. No, so when I'm doing this, I need to be behind the trap a little. Pull her in, bang, traps get her, I shoot her once, and then she's gone. I bet you the trap could probably even kill her without me having to hit her because she's just so squishy like that. Barely, and I could just do 1 melee. This is who's the tankiest tank? Who has the most health? I meant to say. English isn't Englishing. Don't be mean. I think D.Va? I want to say D.Va. I like D.Va. She's probably the D.Va and Winston I like. Winston needs a buff though. I would like to see him get a rework. Let's see. I could grapple her in. Bam. The trap hits her. She's low out of the map. Still can't one-shot a D.Va out of her head. Which is like really surprising to me. Now that she's damaged. No! Still! Oh, and there she goes. Now time for the part of this I think makes him most overpowered now. His secondary fire is no longer existent because now he has his little Slurpee mask juice. Or if you want to actually use a word, which I would never, it's called take a breath, take a breather, whatever, same thing. English isn't Englishing. Said this like 10,000 times already. It won't happen. But it kind of makes, I think it's either going to make him really overpowered or it's just going to kind of be there. Alright, hit me. Hey. I turned you off, mister. I should no, you said yes, that's not allowed. Alright, so let's see. He's at 33. That's probably the lowest I can get him. Can it heal him all the way up? Oh god, it gets him real close. And this thing charges up quick. Look at that. Sorry, you ready? Bam, pop that. That thing's gonna make him pretty hard to die. And imagine this dude, to be fair, he does have lower health. So my overall opinion on him so far is I think he's gonna be really good once people figure him out. Another thing I do note though, if you can get a character, because I was playing against him in a couple games before this, if you can get a character like Soldier or Reaper or not Reaper. You can get her like Soldier, maybe even a Widow that you can just kind of quickly charge up her gun and then just shoot him. He's gonna go down really quickly because as long as you have high damage per second, he's gonna just go downhill. Especially if you just land a bunch of headshots, he's not gonna have time to heal himself up quite yet. Because it does take time for him to heal. And so it doesn't go instantly, especially if you have that little animation where he puts it on the mask. That's like a whole second animation. That's like a lot of damage that you can be able to get onto him before you can actually start healing it off. Of course, maybe if he has a Mercy there that's just streaming, or a Lucio nearby that's just getting him some consistent healing, that's going to be a little bit harder to deal with. But I'm going to be honest, the Road Hogs I ran into, I'm a Soldier main, and I was really easily dispersing of them, because I would beam their Mercies out of the sky, and then I would just beam them in the head and they would go down, especially when they're trying to kill our tank. They're having a really hard time with being able to focus on the other DPSs that are just instantly beating them. Where with like Diva or someone, she could, if maybe she's getting low health, she could fly away. He has no way out of this. You would have to rely on some other character like a Life Weaver or a speed boosted Lucio to get him out. So he really needs, like, I need to remember this when I'm playing as him. I need to pick fights I know I can win. I can't do any toss-up fights that I'm like, I don't know if I can get this. So like if I find a tank and a DPS together, that's probably not a good shot unless that DPS is low and I can quickly disperse of them and then I can deal with the tank. This is going to be fun. This is going to be good for crowd control. I could imagine putting this under... I could imagine putting his ability under one of those robots that you have to, like, you know, capture them and then they go do the little pushy push on the little thingamabobs. These robots, these things. Yeah, those things. You could put this under their legs so they'd be standing over it, and then people would come up and they'd be like, oh, easy capture. They would do it, and then this thing would go off, and they would get them all, and then your whole team could go in. You'd have to have a pretty coordinated team to do that, but it could definitely be quite a thing. Or, if you want to do a one-man firing squad, you would put that under, bam, it would get them all, ult, and just shred them. I mean, just shred them. His ult is insane to me. Alright, well, without further ado, let's get into some gameplay. His ammo runs out insanely quickly. That's quite crazy how quick that runs out. Monkey? I gotta remember always do reload. Come here, monkey. Bye bye, Mr. Monkey. Robot is moving the barricade. I'm actually doing pretty good here. This may just be kind of a bad team. That's probably what it is. See, but now I kind of have more long-range potential here. Like that Genji, if I could hit my shots, I could have been able to kill him. But since I don't know how to aim, I can't do that. I know, I'm very funny. Hanzo, no. Oh, that got destroyed. I need to use this trap thing. I haven't used it once. Well, I haven't used it in it before. Oh. Yeah, see, stuff like that. He just started unloading into me, and I wasn't really able to deal with it. Because I stopped to heal, I wouldn't have really been able to do anything.
I'm sorry.
So pretty much you ever have to be far enough away to stop him from doing that.
We can't let them push ahead.
Like, you gotta be far enough away and start unloading mags into his head, or just be be good enough close range, or you can just start shooting like an Arista. There we go. I didn't get to use the trap though. I did. I can't see a thing. Yeah, I've definitely got to be in cover when I do that. I don't think anybody knows how his ult works. That's funny, you ripped it up first. If thanks other person, that's definitely way better. Oh, we have the moment range. How was he so loud? That was surprising. I'm not gonna let that influence me because I think I was definitely.
No.
I was like, I heard it somewhere around here. I heard the Junkrat ult. I just didn't know where he was. Crap. Whoa, where did I just... I was getting bombed from... Oh, okay, I see it. Shoot, I gotta place it down before. I've been trying to just get it, but I don't have to. Oh, that's concerning. Goodbye, Mr. No, Mr. Robot. Otherwise. What? What? Ah? I did not just get killed by a Mercy. You are lying. What hit me so hard? I was still such a bad ult. Like, I should have used it a lot. Oh. That's Oh, Mercy. Oh, no. Yes, I finally did it. Ooh.
We have the robot.
I need to figure out how to do that more efficiently. Oh, okay.
Personnel taking off. Forward spawn activated. Let's get this barricade open.
And I think he got it. I'm here. That's so fun trapping a Junkrat.
Moving along now. Victory.
Oh, let's go. Woo! Alright, that wasn't that bad.
Play of the game.
That little... I had about 30 minutes worth of extra content that I'm now realizing I just hit the 20-minute mark in my editing software. So I don't think you guys want to see all these other games. I played 2 more. I lost both. Both the games were because the team was built more as a poke team, which if you don't know, poke is characters like snipers, like Ashe, Widow, Pharah kind of, but not really, characters like that, Anna, or Anna, characters like that. Zenyatta too. So they were a poke team, and obviously, Roadhog has, sure, now he has more, like, long-range capability, but he is not a poke character. A poke tank would be Sigma, or would Ramattra be? I don't know. Some nerds answer that in comments if anybody cares to watch this. But that's what kind of a poke team would be. And since I got paired up with a poke team both times, and since I was a Roadhog, their tank really wasn't fitting to how they were styled, which kind of made a worse team, so it did end up losing. But overall, that's just kind of a recap of the last 2 games. I didn't do anything good. As a matter of fact, I probably played worse than I did in the first game. So nothing really much else to say there. They're kind of not as interesting as the first game. We just kind of slowly got demolished. Alright, so my overall opinions, thoughts, concerns. So my overall thoughts for him is it is definitely a rework. Unlike Sombra's rework where it buffed her, this kind of just did what it's supposed to do and made him different. Last time before rework, he kind of felt like you could just, anyone can play him, pick him up, and alright, you could be great. With this, I really see a lot of potential of that trap and hook. I could not get it figured out, but I don't think it would end up breaking the meta or anything, breaking anything. Like, unlike Sombra, where she is really good now. She went from being a mid-tier character to being probably one of the best ones. I like what they did with him overall, though. I think the gun change is good. It gives him some more long range, because it used to be before you could definitely just sit in a tower as soldier and start beaming him, and he could do nothing. He would just be there and be like, dang, that sucks, and die. It still is kind of difficult with him, though. Pretty much any long range, like, still a soldier can easily beam him. Who was it? We got showed that Ramattra can just destroy him. Like, if you get him a Ramattra and May's ult, or Ramattra and a Junkrat's trap, combo those things up, that's gonna be insane for that poor little Roadhog. So I would say if you're going up against a Ramattra, an Orisa, or a D.Va, I wouldn't choose Roadhog as your first pick. But if it's a poke team, where there's a lot of people kind of just sitting around the map, poking at you, doing stuff like that, you're probably gonna use Roadhog. That way, you as a brawl team, with like a lot of people, like, I could see Roadhogs and Soldier comboing up pretty nice, just like a good brawl team. Against that poke team, the Roadhog can definitely help that out, because he can pull some of those snipers in, and it really helps out. I could definitely see a cool play being made where on the map with the edge you could use his ult and just blast everybody off. I tried to do that at the end there. As being shown, it didn't work at all. I just ended up wasting my ult. And then we lost because our team was a poke team, which is, I know I said I knew nothing about this game, and all that stuff I just said may be wrong. I may be wrong about who's a poke, who's a brawl, but that's kind of who I'm thinking of right now. But otherwise, thank you for watching. This has been the Road Hog rework opinion session by the real noob. So I hope to see you guys again. Hopefully subscribe. Give me my first subscribe. This is my first video. So hopefully it was good. Hope I entertained you. So otherwise, have a good time and hope your day's good.